When are we leaving here?
I don't know, Daddy seems inspired.
These pages, they just exploded out of me. What did you give me? What's in those pills?
You never knew thirsty before now.
Enough talking, Mama's hungry.
AHS Double Feature Part 1. All new. Wednesday at 10 on FX. Next day FX on Hulu.
Hey, what up guys? It's Kyle here from Syok. I think American Horror Story is just one of those acquired taste kind of shows. Like, it's not one of those really popular ones, here in Malaysia at least. Like, it's not one of those, you've not watched American Horror Story? It's more of people will answer either no, or they started it and didn't really finish it because they didn't enjoy it. Like, even people in general are surprised that I watch American Horror Story because I am not a horror fan. I cannot do horror films. I'm that person in the cinema where like I'll be watching or like any Conjuring or something like this, you know, like behind my fingers like this. So yeah, when I first got introduced to American Horror Story was when I was in high school, and a group of my friends wanted to do like a watch party for the second season called Asylum, and I was wondering whether I could even watch it because I didn't know whether it was going to be like so scary, and they were telling me that it's like a kind of an anthology series, so like the first season is one story and the second season is one story. So I said, okay, I mean fine, I'll just watch. But then the plot was so interesting and I decided to just continue from there. So I started off with American Horror Story Asylum season 2, and until today I still think that is the best season so far. Of course, the other seasons were also fantastic. Murder House, the first season, was scary for me because that was more to do with like ghosts and stuff. But as the seasons went on, the show just got better and better, and it's just so wonderfully weird. It's very eccentric. I think as a fan, you just can't believe that it comes from the same mind as the creators of Glee. It was just like a completely different type of show. You do see the nods here and there, like the music numbers and the occasional like live performance and stuff, but you still wonder how creative they need to be to come up with this kind of show. And especially as the seasons went on and they started connecting small things in all the different seasons, and like this season is connected to this season, Asylum has something to do with Hotel, and I just thought that was so interesting. And they really changed the game once season 8 came out, American Horror Story Apocalypse. I think that really just blew my mind because they connected multiple seasons. So up until season 8, it was just like this season is connected to this season and this season is connected to this season. But 8 was just like a multiverse or something, and I thought that was just crazy. But then season 9 was okay. It was like a whole new story again. That's why I was just so excited for season 10 to come out, and it took so long, but I'm glad that it finally came out. But I just hope that as the show goes on, they will connect everything together, or at least most of it together, so that like there's more of that feeling of that I got from season 8. I think season 8 was just so brilliantly done. Apocalypse was just amazing, and I'm hoping that as the show goes on, especially for season 10 and 11 and 12, and I think if I'm not mistaken it's been renewed until 13, I just hope and I pray that the creators just somehow bring the whole show together, because I think it's just so brilliantly done, and it's not that kind of show that everyone can appreciate. I think like the fact that they can come up with these different settings, the costumes, the characters, and don't even get me started on the acting. I think it's just so brilliant how the different actors, like the original cast members and like up until now, they managed to play all these different types of characters. Sarah Paulson is amazing, Jessica Lange is amazing, Evan Peters, he is also good. He can't sing though, but he's good. And it's crazy to think that like one person can play so many different characters, and which just goes to reflect the minds of the creators, that even they themselves, they can come up with so many different concepts and how they've tried to make this whole universe on its own. I just think the whole show it's so brilliantly done, and I just cannot wait to see what happens next, and even for the rest of season 10 and for the following seasons to come. And I just hope that this will be just one whole universe on its own, and it'll just draw more fans to the show. I just think the whole show is so brilliantly executed. Thank you to the creators, and thank you to everyone who is involved. I think it's a fantastic show.